So this is Brian from Yankee Barbecue. I'm doing a voiceover just because we had some stuff going on. Today we're doing a pork brisket. Yeah, we had cooking going on at the restaurant and music playing and stuff, and didn't want that to be in the background, and you probably wouldn't have been able to hear me talking. Anyways, the guys like to crank tunes while they're prepping in the morning. So we're pulling this little pork brisket out. We got this from Porter Road. It's an online butcher. Just decided it would be something fun to do. We've done it before, and so we're just flipping it over, patting it dry, checking it, trimming a little bit of fat off of it. We don't want to trim too much fat off of it. It's a little different than a regular brisket. Not quite as much intermuscular fat in the pork brisket as a regular beef brisket. So we're just going to trim a few little pieces off here and there. You don't want to take too much off of it because it's really tiny as it is. There's a little mohawk there, but we're just going to leave that on. It's not really that big, so looks pretty good. Just trim a little more fat off. Pretty much it's great the way it is. We're just putting on our newspaper mix here. It's just salt and pepper. Newspaper is black and white, like salt and pepper. That's why we call it that. For those of you that remember what a newspaper actually is. Just nice coating on there with the seasoning. Nice even coat. Pat it in. Remember, you don't want to rub a rub on. That's just going to make it cake up in certain spots, and we don't want any of that. Get the sides a little bit with the leftover on the tray, and you should be good to go.
Middle door, this would be room.
Okay, so our original plan was to smoke the pork brisket on our smoke slinger, but we had chicken on it first thing in the morning. Chicken is off, and we now have it set up as a reverse flow smoker. We have our vents here open. We have, you probably can't see this, but tuning plates all the way tight against the right side with an opening on the left. We have our left vents closed and left vent closed on the bottom so that our air take is coming in, going up, and then over across. And we have our right vents closed halfway, so our smoke is coming out of there. We took all of our charcoal out of this basket, so we only have heat running in this basket with some wood for some smoke. So we're going to grab the pork brisket off of the tank over here and transfer it to the smoke slinger. Oh, look at this guy, looking pretty nice already. It's only been like an hour. And this would be the lean, this would be the fatty. So we're gonna set her in here just like that, with the fatty facing the direction that the heat's coming at it. And we'll close her up and bring you back in a little while and see how progress is going. So we do have a little smoke coming out of this door, but I think if we tighten down this bolt a little bit, we should be able to take care of that problem, as well as that one. But that's really not going to affect our cook today. So we just got the pork brisket back on, and we're waiting for the temps to come back up and stabilize, which they should, because this thing is a beast and runs great. All right, let's take a look at this pork brisket. Ooh, she's looking really nice. barking up nice. Still feels a little tight in there, so we're gonna let her go. We'll bring you back in a little while. All right, let's check our pork brisket out. Ooh, look at that. Now you can see a little bit clearer how I've got all of our baffle plates set up so that we're running kind of a reverse flow smoker. Our bark is nice and set. Happy with that. Still a little tight in there, so we're gonna wrap her in some butcher paper like a brisket and get her back on to finish up. Pull it tight. Cute little package right there. I'll go back on and bring you back when she's done. All right. Okay, so we put a probe into our pork briskets. Right now on our Inkbird, we're reading 203. That's usually tends to be around where we pull our regular beef briskets at, around 203. So we're gonna check it. These Inkbirds are awesome. They're really accurate. The button fell off of this one, but it's pretty old. I would definitely suggest, if you want a good Wi-Fi enabled thermometer, get an Inkbird. They're a little pricey, but they're totally worth it. So I wrapped her up in the butcher paper. Not really sure where this is exactly, so we're gonna pull that out for now, unwrap it and take a look. Getting nice and greasy there. That means we're rendering fat, which is a good sign. Let's get her open here. Oh yeah, that's looking beautiful. Smells amazing. All right, that's still at 189 in the flat there. 205 in the fatty area, 197, and still feeling a touch tight, so we're gonna wrap her back up and keep it going a little bit longer. Get our probe back in there. It's the one thing with the butcher paper, it's sometimes tough to feel exactly where you're at. Okay, 194. All right, so we had our probe probably a little too far into it, so it was reading on the edge of the meat instead of in the center. Popped up to 200. We'll give her a few more minutes and check back. Okay, so our pork brisket came up to 203, around 203, 205. So we're gonna get it unwrapped and slice it up. And Pitmaster Sean is gonna give her a taste. Look at that. This is a beaut. You can see the little pork mohawk. We left it on, just to leave it on. Cut her up just the way we would a brisket, down the middle. Couple slices of the lean. It's nice and tender. Nice smoke ring on there. Yeah, coming right apart. There you go. Give that a taste.
Yep.
Yeah. What's it taste like to you?
Heaven.
Awesome. Let's try a little of the fatty. Oh. Oh, look at that, nice and fatty. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice and fatty, tender, it's unctuous. This is great. This would go great in tacos. Absolutely, 100%. All right, there you have it, pork brisket. So we just plated some up. You can see a nice smoke ring. And this is not something that we currently offer at the restaurant. These are kind of hard to come by. You have to get them from a specialty butcher. We got this one from Porter Road, the online butcher. But we're looking to get them in if we can. We think they would be great on tacos. Pork brisket tacos would be amazing. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, hit us up. I did use my meta glasses while recording this, so you could hear a bunch of background stuff going on. That's just like the hoods in our kitchen going on. And outside we had the hoods and the traffic and all that stuff. Yeah, any questions, feel free to hit us up about it. Like we said, we're not currently offering it at the restaurant. We just thought it'd be fun to do and have a little snack for the team. And we are looking to try to get these in. Like we said, pork brisket tacos would be amazing. Y'all have a great day. And thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share it, all that crap. Bye.